Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gene Edwards. You are watching Loot for March the 8th, 2023, as the Edmonton Oilers get set to take on the mighty Boston Bruins, the first place in the league Boston Bruins, tomorrow night at the TD Center, or the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. This is definitely not going to be an easy task, as currently the Boston Bruins are on a 10-game winning streak heater. So you know they're going to want to defend that. But as for the Oilers, they definitely want some revenge or size up just to see what the Boston Bruins can be like and where they size up to be honest. That Eastern Conference this year in the playoffs is going to be absolutely a gong show. You got Tampa Bay, which didn't really do much at the deadline, but still, they have a lot of firepower. They were the former Stanley Cups up until last year when Colorado defeated them, but they've made it to the final 3 times in a row. Prior to that, they won the Cup twice. You know that they're going to be strong. Boston was strong before the deadline. Then they get Hathaway and Orlov. They're absolutely ripping it up. The Rangers with Kane and Tarasenko, they bolstered up. So this is what I'm hoping for. And, you know, we can all dream that these teams play each other going to all those rounds leading up to the Stanley Cup final and bang the hell out of each other. And then the Oilers just swoop in and sweep whoever makes it to that final because they were just too banged up and too tired. That's what I'm hoping for. We can all dream, right? We can all dream. Why not? Let's get into the lines for tomorrow. Now, these lines are actually 2 days old. This is the only one that I can seem to come across. But this was Bob Stauffer's line combinations on March 6, 2023. As he had Ryan McLeod with McDavid and Hyman, Nuge with Draisaitl and Kyler Yamamoto, Warren Fogle with Nick Bjugstad and Matthias Janmark, Klim Kostin with Devon Shore and Derek Ryan. Defensive pairings, Darnell Nurse with Cody Ceci, Matthias Ekholm with Evan Bouchard, and Brett Kulik with Vinny Desharnais. As far as injuries go, they got Ryan Murray. He's, I think, done for the year, to be honest with you. Mike Smith and Klefbom their careers, I think, are finished. So I don't even think we have to touch base with that, but they're still on the books. And there is a slight hope that Evander Kane will be in tomorrow's lineup, as he has been skating on the number one line with McDavid. And we may actually see him return from, I think it was broken ribs. It sounds like it was reported now as broken ribs. So it's been a rough go for him, the wrist slice, the broken ribs. But when you play hard, you know, you do get injured. So we will see what happens there. As far as the Boston Bruins go, we played them, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, on February the 27th, I believe it was, where we lost to them in a very close one. When I did my video on it, I had nothing but high remarks to say about the Oilers. I was very proud with the way they played. I can say that despite the loss, because they played the league's best team and played them pretty damn good. So I'm expecting the same thing tomorrow night. I'm also expecting Stuart Skinner to be behind the pipes once again. And I think for most of the way, they're probably going to ride Stuart Skinner a lot more. Last time, your stars was Connor McDavid, Connor McDavid, Pavel Zacha, and Dmitry Orlov. Dmitry Orlov was, I think, in his 3rd or 4th game since the deadline, so he's already showing a remarkable ability to adjust to his new team. And the one stat that really stood out from that last game was Boston is the league's best on the faceoff dot, and the Oilers actually ousted them 57%? Yeah, 57% on the dot. So, you know what? That speaks a lot. That speaks volumes. Going into tomorrow, Stuart Skinner sounds like he's probably going to be behind the pipes. His record is 18-13-4 with a 296 goals against average and a 913 save percentage. No shutouts. They got Linus Ullmark listed here with a 32-4-1 with a 189 goals against average and a 938 save percentage with 2 shutouts. So Boston definitely have really good goaltenders. And going into this, as I mentioned earlier, Boston's on a 10-game winning streak heater. Meanwhile, the Oilers are 5-3-2, both coming off of wins. Obviously, Boston, when you're winning 10 games, you've definitely won. And the current records for the Oilers are 35-22-8. Meanwhile, Boston is 49-8-5. That is just remarkable. What McDavid is doing this year and what Boston is doing this year are definitely the two highlights of this year's NHL season. We'll see what happens here. I am definitely hoping to see the Edmonton Oilers at least play a similar. You know what? If they don't win, I'm going to be okay with it. But they have to put the effort in. And if they don't put the effort in, that's when you'll hear me coming on live tomorrow night. Not very happy. But if the effort's there and they lose, I can live with that, right? Because Boston is a juggernaut. I think they're going to want to defend that 10-game winning streak. So they're gonna play tough. They're gonna play the Oilers very, very tough. All right, so that now takes us to the standings. There won't be any leapfrogging tonight as Winnipeg is 3 points back of the Oilers. Calgary has been winning too lately, so we're gonna see. This is gonna be a hell of a stretch run. But the Oilers are still trying to chase a better spot in the standings so that they can maybe get home ice advantage. That's what we're hoping. It's gonna be good though. It's gonna be really, really good going down this stretch run, and then the playoffs begin, guys. Then the playoffs begin. All right, guys. So, what are your thoughts? How do you think the Oilers are going to do? Do you think they will beat the Boston Bruins tomorrow night? This is the rubber match, I guess, and the last time that they will meet for this year until they meet in the Stanley Cup final this year. Hoping. So we will see. We will see. Those of you who have watched or are watching me for the very first time and enjoy the content that I bring, thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe to it. As for the rest of you guys, stay healthy, stay happy, stay hydrated. We will talk soon. You have a great night.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. Ha! Have no regrets, yeah, I'll die